Hello again from my front porch. Actually, I'm here in my backyard, and I'm talking here with my tulip. Now, you might be saying, Paul, that's a very sad-looking tulip. Well, you know, this tulip has been through a lot. In fact, this tulip is a remarkable tulip. This tulip I didn't plant. This tulip has been here the entire time that I've lived. I've lived here for what, a decade, 10 years? I did not plant this tulip. The previous people who lived here likely planted multiple tulips, but this tulip is the only one that keeps coming back every single year. You say, well, but look at it, the poor thing. This tulip has been through, this is Iowa. We have literally every weather possible. In fact, this weekend, sorry, they predict there's going to be even more of the same still coming through. But this tulip has weathered every single bit of that and keeps coming back every year. Now, I looked up, and you know, tulips in general, they were, what, in the 1500s or so, were domesticated by the Ottoman Empire. That's how far back these things go. And then they went to the Netherlands, and then, you know, of course, they've come here, and people love them. They're colorful. I mean, some of these tulips, they get multicolored, and they have really expensive bulbs that sell at auction just for astronomical amounts of money. People value tulips, but what they symbolize is perfect love. That's from way back in the Ottoman Empire days. That's where the notion comes from, that tulips are a sign of perfect love. And yellow tulips specifically are a sign of good cheer, of hope, happiness. And so it's like I have this symbol of hope, happiness, good cheer, perfect love. But I would contend this specific little fella here, this tulip here, yeah, sure, he may look like he's been beat up by the weather, poor little fella, but this tulip is a sign of perseverance as well, of determination, of sticking with it, of hanging in there, even though the storms of life just buffet you left and right. That's what this poor fella back here has to endure. The rest of his tulip clan, apparently they couldn't cut it. But this guy, this tulip, this tulip is a survivor. You combine all that together, perfect love, happiness, good cheer, hope, perseverance, determination, being a survivor. These are all wonderful, admirable qualities. And I get to look out my back door all the time when this little fella is in season and be able to enjoy this view, to see this determined, fighting, upstanding little fella waving at me from down here below. Unfortunately, if you drive by, you don't get to enjoy this little guy. But if you're one of the few select people that come into my backyard, then you get to see him. And guess what? Today, that includes you. This little tulip here, this is a very special little tulip, symbolizing a lot of really wonderful, positive things. And I want you to consider the example of this little tulip right here and how you can apply those things to your life starting today. That's a lot from a little flower. Go get them. And with that, I'll see you next time from my front porch.